Snails with garlic. Have you ever eaten snails?
Yes, I have. I had them here just last week.
Oh, did you like them?
Yes, I did. They were delicious. Why don't you try some?
Oh no, I don't think so. Have you decided on appetizer yet?
Yes, I have a small order of the snails. Please, oh my God.
And you, sir?
Mm, After you, Steve. I think
Because I read the server. So yeah, you have to
yeah,
read
okay.
Steve. Okay.
Yes, okay. I think I will have the fried brace.
Oh, fried
Brace.
brains? Fried brains? Oh, I never heard of that. It sounds crazy. All right. Okay, so this one is a little bit strange. Have you even
Yes.
I understand the snails, but I don't understand the fried brains. Have you tried it? Oh, yeah. There's no such thing like that. Okay, do you have any question with this one? No. Okay, let's proceed to pronunciation. So this time it's okay. We don't have video. We didn't have audio with this, but we have to try to pronounce it properly. Okay, skim.
Okay.
All right.
Skim.
Scan. Okay.
Skim. Can.
Okay. May you good go ahead. T.
Start.
Mm-hmm.
Step.
Mm-hmm.
Smart.
Mm-hmm.
Smile.
Mm-hmm.
Snake. Snow.
Snack. Okay. Again,
Snack.
please.
Snack.
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 Mm-hmm.
Snack. Snow. Spare. Speak. Brown.
Brown.
Gray.
Gray. Blue.
Blue.
Lay. Okay, good job because you pronounce it. Sometimes most of the Koreans cannot pronounce the R, and instead of L, they pronounce is R. Right? Yeah.
And then I can usually I make a mistake P and F.
It's actually it's normal. Even
Yeah.
for yeah, even especially for Filipinos also. They don't like
Oh,
to they don't like to pronounce that
wow.
they always get mistakes for F and P.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's normal.
Yes, I very difficult for me.
It's like sometimes spare or clean.
Yeah.
It's especially if after the word is there is an F and like live, pale, something like that. So all of the you will pronounce most of both as F. Because like fail, lift, fail, lift. So it's like, huh? What is that?
Yeah.
So it's a little bit confusing. So yeah.
Some people say that. What? I said flea market. So some people, flea market? What's this? I
It's
don't
a
know. Flea market. So they don't understand.
because they don't know they cannot even get the accent of
Yeah.
uh, of especially if you are a foreign and then you're living in other foreign country. It's difficult for you to adjust, but you know what you always have to do is watch television, English television.
Yeah.
Usually, it's confusing because most of the television or TV shows in Canada is British, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Oh,
very important.
British.
Yeah, British. So very important is that American English, American pronunciation. It's a little bit crazy. I mean, it's not crazy, but I love British accent. I love it, but it's difficult to learn, especially if you only started to learn English. It's difficult to
Yeah.
learn the accent that they've been. So it's usually I do you know the TED Talk?
I know.
Yeah, you also watch that?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's very difficult for me.
Ah, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I usually watch the subtitle.
Ah,
subtitle.
it's a subtitle. Yeah, because they have a
Yeah,
subtitle. Okay,
yeah.
if you're watching it from YouTube, there is a part in the bottom, I think left, right side, and there's a you have to adjust the speed of their speaking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there is. You can
Right,
always adjust. So if you cannot understand it, you can make it slower because
yeah,
sometimes they speak very fast.
right.
Yeah. So
I never understand.
yeah, it's okay if you don't understand as long as you get the sound that they speak, the accent
Mhm.
that they're doing, because it's very
Right.
important. That's how you change your accent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one of my student also, I think she has a very hard tongue when she speak,
Oh,
but now she's so good because I
yeah.
asked, yeah, I actually she has a lot of improvement already. She has a big
Oh,
improvement because they're studying maths. So I only advise her to watch television, American television, American TV shows, because
yeah.
it's more important. So that's what she do. Actually, before, um she has this sewing. She has a group of sewing, but right now she stopped doing it because she only wants to stay home and watch TV. So I think that's the
Mm-hmm.
one help her.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a little bit of improvement.
Mm-hmm.
It's the
Yeah.
pronunciation, and it's very important, the pronunciation. It's easy for people to understand you, even if you speak broken English. It's
Mm-hmm.
important that the pronunciation, you pronounce the word properly.
Yeah. So when I speak for English, so my brain is all sentences. I make a good sentence
Sentence all the time.
in my brain. So, but I speak. So how can I say
You
that?
don't have to. You don't have to. Miss Lee, I'm pretty sure nobody will judge you because they know you're a foreigner.
Yeah,
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 nobody will judge you. So it's fine to speak broken English as long as you can
yeah,
speak. It doesn't really matter at all. Even if,
yeah,
like, your grammar is not good, it's fine. As long as you're speaking. Unlike other people that, like, they cannot speak at all.
yeah. So I teach my students.
Mm.
So I usually use the picture book for children. So they are reading a book at home. So read a book at home. So when we meet, so my class my class come to there. So they are always speak to we uh, subject or feeling. Then after that, too many. So, but I know. So uh, my English speaking is more developing. Need that reading book. So, but I always are reading a books in Korea, but nowadays I can't.
Yes, definitely, because you don't have time.
Yes, yes. But
You're,
so then after that, I can understand many new words.
vocabularies, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, I think a picture picture book for children are very
Mm-hmm.
easy. But but sometimes I stopped reading during the reading and stop and then stop
Mm-mm.
because I have a I have a problem with the vocabulary.
Mm. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's more difficult. It's I am also a bookworm. I read a lot of books before. I cannot every week I have a new book. But these days I couldn't do it anymore. But still, I get to read, even if I still buy books, even if I'm always busy. So I sometimes I read in my free time, but
Yeah.
unlike before. So these days I've been reading online, not on the,
Mm.
but I still buy a book, really a manu, because that's a good thing. I mean, it's more comfortable to read than reading online. Because like if like you're reading it on your smartphone or your tablet,
Right.
sometimes your my eyes gets too painful for a long time. So
Right.
these days I'm reading biographies. So, I don't know. I don't like that kind of books, but I don't know why I started reading that. I'm
Yeah.
like I'm into like novels like
Mm-hmm.
sci-fi,
Yeah.
Roberto Ludlum and John Grisham. Those are my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are my
John
favorite.
Grisham.
John Grisham and who's the other one? I forgot. Sparks. Who's the Spark? Spark. I forgot the name, but Sparks.
Yeah.
That's the books that I've been reading. So Stig. These days I've been reading Stig Larsson. He's a British author. So that's the book that I'm reading these days.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it also helps a lot, and from time to time I but the one thing that really helps me a lot is like um TED Talk.
Yeah. Yes.
TED Talk is the one that helped my pronunciation. Even my pronunciation not really that good, but it's sometimes that the TED Talk I get it from the TED Talk that how they pronounce some words.
Mm. Oh, yeah. Right. Right. I need to more learn
No, it's okay.
new new vocabulary. Yeah.
Actually, I think I have lots of vocabulary, but I will try to find it. I'm gonna share it to you. All right, let's proceed to grammar focus. So this time,
Yeah.
simple past and the present perfect. So this is very easy. Use the simple past for experiences
Yeah.
to at a definite time in the past. Use the present perfect for experiences with a time period up to the present. So that means, okay, so have you ever eaten snails?
No, I haven't.
Me
I
too.
never tried that.
Actually, I tried snails.
Really?
Mm,
Oh, yeah. So many Korean people uh, tried snails
I did try it,
there.
but I
Oh,
wanted, yeah. I didn't taste. The way that I couldn't taste it. I have to like put a spicy sauce. So I
oh,
couldn't, yeah. So I couldn't taste the snail itself.
oh, yeah.
The one that I should the one that should be taste in my tongue is the
Mm.
spicy, not the snails.
Oh, yeah. So some Korean people, some Korean men like snails.
Really?
Yeah, so they thought the snails include the stamina.
Really?
Yeah.
It's for stamina.
Yes, for
Mm.
stamina.
I heard that like there in Korea, the mud flat. When
Yeah.
the mud when the ocean is in a uh, low tide, there's an area that like you can find this some or um
Yes.
yeah, some of the seafoods that
Yeah.
you can see. So I just want to know what is the cucumber.
Mm.
I don't know the cucumber sea, what they called it.
뱀장어?
I think so. That's the one,
Yeah.
cucumber, but they called it cucumber
Yeah.
seafood, seashell. I don't know. It's a little bit. It's
Right.
not shell. It's a
Very.
little sticky. It's a
Right.
muddy,
Right.
and it's so scary. The face is the tech. I think I saw it on TV. The texture is so scary that oh my god, how did they catch that?
Yes,
So
but the most Korean people is two kind of snails. So in the you spoke to sea or mud,
mm,
include snails are
mm,
very sticky, and then so how can I say that name is 뱀장어. So 뱀장어 is very delicious and with very stamina. So for but
good for
in
stamina.
yeah, other snails are lived mountain.
Mountain? I think that's not the one that you could eat. The one that that live in mountain. That's you couldn't eat that one. The one that you can only find in
No,
really.
but some Korean men like snails live in
Mountains.
mountain. Yes, they make alcohol with the put the alcohol, so they are eating the
Snail
snail
with
alcohol.
snails.
Yeah.
Ah, really?
Yes. Yeah.
Ah,
Very crazy.
I don't know, but I think that we have also the snail in the forest or mountain snails. But I think it's so cute for them to eat because sometimes you know the color browns. You don't eat them. It's their like a kind of what do you call them? They're kind of pet. But because they're so cute, you know, when their head comes out, they have this antenna also. The snails like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
They have in our I saw that one before. It's they're so cute, but I'm so scared of their slimy stuff, the body inside. So that's why I don't like it. But they're cute to look at, you know, for the eyes only. But if you're gonna touch them, I think they're not
Oh.
really cute.
Oh.
But as far as I know, mountain snails cannot be eaten.
Oh. No. In Korea, some people eating mountains
I
snail.
can't believe it. I didn't know that you could eat that.
Yeah, it's very crazy. So they some people ate the snake, mountain snake alcohol, so they have illness. They getting illness. How can I say? They have illness.
What's that?
So because they include some bacteria.
Yes, of course, definitely. They should have, like, you know. So they didn't cook it? They didn't cook it yet before they eat?
Uh, they didn't cook, but only include alcohol.
They included it in the
So
alcohol.
as how can I make? So they made clean clean cha.
Mm-hmm.
So put the mountain snail and then added alcohol. Like in Korea, alcohol's name is soju.
Yeah, soju. Soju is my favorite.
Yes, include soju. So they are, I think so, about 1 month after
Oh,
they
they also
drink
fermented it.
yeah, they drink that.
Because
So
because if you do that fermentation without they should have washed it or yeah they washed it but they should have cooked it at least the bacteria inside the snail will like you know will die
right, right.
but they didn't.
They didn't, never. So they have some bacteria and then some worm, little
Yeah,
worm.
yeah, of course, definitely, because it's like you know alcohol cannot kill it, cannot kill the bacteria, so that's why they
So
have
right,
what
some
do you
people
call that in
have
your body, inside your
ah
body.
right. So some people came to drink alcohol after that they visited our hospital.
Hospital. Yeah, because sometimes the you have like you know in your stomach That's very
So
dangerous.
yeah, some people have die. So the worm is worm이 worm 그보다 흐르다가 뭐야? For flows brain to brain.
Yes, the worm. Yes, definitely. Yeah,
Yeah.
it could, cause like bacteria always run in your blood.
Yeah, your
Yeah,
blood. Yes.
and it go directly to your brain, and it could freeze your body.
Yes, right.
So weird.
Yeah, real.
I don't know. I
That's
don't know,
such
but
real. Uh,
there's a lot of
but
there's a lot of food that could raise your stamina, but snail, I don't think so.
I hate because
It's a little
but murder
mud.
murder snails is very delicious.
Yeah, and they're healthy. That's the one I know that you could only eat.
Mhm. Yes, yes, yeah.
Sometimes I tasted it in a restaurant, but you cannot
Mhm.
find it anywhere. You know, it's
Yeah,
I think that the one that I tasted is like import. So, like,
yeah,
because they're
yeah.
bigger snails, so not it's a smaller, because we have here in the Philippines. I saw that the snail that we could eat is very small and color black.
Oh,
So
oh.
that's the one, but it you can barely see that snail.
Mhm.
It's not anywhere. So the one I tasted, the snail is bigger, a little bit bigger. So, and it's
Mhm.
color brown. So I don't know
Oh,
if, yeah, and I'm not familiar
mhm.
with the snail.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, let's continue. Did you like them?
Yes, I like them.
Okay,
So
yeah, they.
괜찮아. Like
Mm.
that. Like
Have you ever been? Have you ever been to a Vietnamese restaurant?
yes, I have. I
But I
how can I
ate.
say? But I ate at a Thai restaurant last night.
Okay, so would you also like Vietnamese food, Miss Lee?
Yes, yes,
Really,
I like that. So
they're very healthy also.
yes, right. So in Montreal has two famous Vietnamese restaurant. So in Chinatown, so there's a very famous
Mm,
restaurant. So they make very healthy.
food.
Yeah,
Yeah,
healthy.
Vietnamese food is very healthy because
Yeah,
most of them are raw
raw and
vegetable.
vegetable. Yes, vegetable. So they made the soup, Vietnamese rice soup,
Mm-hmm.
rice soup,
Mm.
rice noodle soup.
Rice noodle
So
soup. Mm-hmm.
yeah, the rice noodle soup is very healthy.
So yeah, rice noodle soup. Yes, the Vietnamese are very popular on making rice
Yeah,
noodle soup.
yeah, right.
It's very, like, it's I don't know how they made that, but sometimes it's they're very soft, unlike the one that we have.
Mhm. Yeah. So when we visited the Vietnamese restaurant at Vietnamese restaurant, so the they made meat stew.
Meat stew.
Yeah, meat stew is so very delicious.
Oh,
So
really?
yeah, when we very tired,
Mmm.
tired, so I ate the Vietnamese noodles
Soup.
soup.
Stew.
soup.
Soup.
So I getting better.
Your body used to it already. Yeah, you get better
Yeah,
when you eat the noodle soup.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I most Korean people is sometimes very uh, um, how can I say, expected some food. That
Mm-hmm.
name is kalguksu. Is when the outside is raining, it's raining.
Ah, when it's
We need
raining, yeah.
yeah, we need a kalguksu. But in
Calculus.
Montreal, there haven't any kalguksu, but very similar has noodle soup
In
like
Vietnam.
Vietnamese.
But there's also Korean restaurants in Montreal, right?
But they didn't make.
They
They
don't make
haven't make way.
so they don't have that in their menu.
Yeah, so
Oh,
but they have some stores, very some restaurants that have made that, but not taste.
good. Definitely. You'll not taste the same the
Yeah,
one that you always tasted in Korea.
yeah,
Cause
yeah.
like yeah, it's different. It's different if you're the one who cooked it. Then you only bought it in a restaurant.
Right, right,
Yeah.
right.
So sometimes when you go to other country, in a foreign country, and you find a Korean restaurant, it's very different, right?
Right, right, right. So when last 2 years we visited New York, at New York. So very mm, New York City is a very famous. New York City has a lot of Korean restaurants.
Yeah,
So
I
there,
know.
when we Korean towns, so there are so famous Chinese Korean style
Restaurant.
Korean
China.
restaurant. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Chinese
we ate,
Korean.
yeah, Chinese Korean restaurants. So they are very famous at New York City.
Mm.
So we ate jampong and jajang.
I love jampong. I love jampong so much, especially the seafood the seafood jampong. Oh my god,
Yeah,
I love it so
so
much.
tasty. So in Montreal, they haven't any variation.
Oh no, really?
Yes, yeah.
But the owner
So
of the restaurants are also Koreans, right?
yes, yeah. But
So,
uh, I think some Korean people open the Korean restaurant, so they're they're not they're chef.
they don't have the real
Ah,
chef. They don't have.
chef. No, no, just oh, right.
Because I know,
They rent.
Korean chef here in the Philippines are very expensive.
Yes, yes, but they only need immigration permit, so
Mm-hmm.
they they don't have mm, good care, but
Oh,
only need job.
oh, really?
Yeah, so I think that they are very not tasty.
Actually, I've learned. I know some of the Korean restaurants near in my place. They're not good. They're not real chef. They're not real chef, but they are really good in cooking Korean foods because they're Koreans. So they are good, especially the women. They're good in cooking. So mostly the one that I only been in a restaurant, but that restaurant, the Samyatang restaurant, it's already gone. But the owner is like she's been. I think she's a real chef.
Oh,
In Yeah, she's the real chef. That's why her restaurant is really good. It's a little bit expensive,
yeah.
but it's really
Yes,
good. Yeah,
yeah,
it's different from the other Korean restaurant. Here, some of the Korean restaurant is just like the one that you always eat at home. That
right,
it's like a home menu.
right, right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So it's
yeah.
more different.
Yeah, they don't have usually they don't have a license, chef license.
Ah, yeah, definitely. I'm sure. I'm sure, but here in the Philippines, if you're going to put up a restaurant, you don't need to be a chef license. All you have to need is
Yeah,
a government
right,
government permission to put up your
right,
restaurant.
right.
So, it's more easier for everyone to put a restaurant.
Very easy establish restaurant.
Restaurant. But mostly it end up bankrupt. Because like most of the restaurant end up bankrupts. Especially mostly here the Korean restaurant are very expensive. Not the same
Mm.
it's not just an ordinary restaurant.
Yeah. So they need only want they want only money for money. So with some people is very rude at customers for to customers. So they don't have good service, but
Mm.
they want a tip. Usually they want 50 tip, 50
Tip.
over
Mm-hmm.
tip. So when I when I went to a Korean restaurant, so
Mm-hmm.
I never paid a tip.
Really? Yeah, because I think
How
it's
it's very uh, uncomfortable. How can I say uncomfortable um, restaurant?
mm-hmm. Yeah, the service is not good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes. Some very
Mm.
dirty
Mm-mm.
cup on the desk.
Mm-mm. No.
So
Really?
very, yeah. What they after we ate, after they want to uh, tip.
Yeah, because mostly in a foreign country, you need to leave a tip,
Yeah.
especially in USA, but I don't know in Canada.
Same.
The same.
Yeah, same.
Tip is very
Very,
important.
very important. But some restaurants I don't never I pay
A tip.
haven't yes
Never give a tip or never
yes
left a tip.
yes never accept a tip.
Because sometimes you
So
can you it's your choice. It's your choice as a customer if you want to give a tip or
uh
not.
no choice in Montreal or USA, in Canada or the USA.
It's
Usually
mandatory.
yeah, it's mandatory.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. My first son say that. So usually server is students and young adults. They need more money. So
So
they
yeah.
charge as food.
They are part-timers.
Yeah, yes. They
Oh,
need
so that's
more
why.
money. So we some adults, senior and adults pay the tip. So the tip the tip is I can say the
It's
tip
it,
is
it's a kind of salary. It's a kind of their
yeah,
salary.
yes, salary, yes.
Really?
Yeah, and then they helping the server is help.
Yeah, of course. Cause like, but I didn't know that. I only learned that it's mandatory for them to, it's a mandatory for customers to give tip for the servers. But it's
Yeah.
I didn't know that it's that where they get the salary.
Mm. So the owner is never gain the tip. Only server gave the tip.
Take the tip.
Yeah, yeah, take the tip.
Mm.
So, but sometimes when we went to a restaurant, so some server is very rude
Rude.
and then Yeah.
You have to used to, yeah.
Yeah, they took their food dishes.
Really.
Hey, yeah,
It's a very noisy when they clean the table, something like that. The
yeah,
dishes are
yeah,
making loud noises.
yeah. So they don't.
It's very, it's very unlike, in our country, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. It's a very different in Asia.
yes,
In Asia, it's not like that.
yeah, right. So in Korea, we never paid a tip.
Tip. It's because tip is it's it's an
Choose.
option. Yeah, is you choose. It's an
Yes,
option. Yeah,
yeah,
if it's the customer will give a tip and it's okay. You know,
yeah, right,
it's better. But if not, and then you have to be thankful also because they ate in your restaurant.
right.
And the management of or the owner of the restaurant are very they're very responsible for the
Right,
workers.
right,
They give a lot.
right.
They pay the workers enough that they don't
Yes,
need a tip anymore. So yeah,
right.
maybe they're not paying so much in Canada. The servers or the workers are not high paid. That's why they need the tip every day. Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Here because here in the Philippines there's some restaurant that service fee is included
Oh,
in the bill, but
oh, right,
those are bigger restaurants,
right.
the fine dine restaurant. But I've never seen in a Korean restaurant that they have, maybe some they are a service fee, but not
Oh,
most, not mostly, not most
oh,
of the
yeah,
restaurant.
yeah,
So that's why, it's more convenient, and
yeah,
and most of the servers are very polite.
yeah, yeah, right.
Even if you go to
So,
a Chinese restaurant, the servers are very polite.
oh, yes, yeah.
Chinese and Japanese, especially
Okay,
Japanese.
Japanese.
Japanese restaurant or Japanese that are like they're very very polite to the customers.
Yeah. So I think the Japanese people is I can guessing.
Really?
Yeah, so my Japanese friends, but they are very polite.
Yeah.
But
Japanese are polite people.
yeah, yeah. But
Very
they sometimes I don't know how can I say that they are very
aggressive.
aggressive. Yeah,
Also,
yeah,
Japanese?
yeah.
Really?
They never appeared their mind, their think.
Really?
Yes, always they kind to
Mm.
people.
Mm.
Every day, every time they are smile,
Yes,
but
yeah.
they use only polite words, but they don't share any mind.
Mm. They don't give advices. They,
Uh,
something like that? No.
I think they are always thinking about how can I kind of the people.
How to be kind to people.
Yeah, how to kind
Uh,
to people. So they are they they haven't they always they no no they educated at long time.
yeah. Because
Why?
I heard about that also because it's their culture from the
Yes,
especially
yes,
the old generation.
yes,
They
right,
have to You have to be polite. They have to be respectful. But
right,
until now, they teach the kids that manners. They. I don't know why most of the Japanese are very very polite and respectful to other people, but it's in their culture. Old generation is like that. You know.
right. So. But I know there are have a polite culture,
Mm-hmm.
but many people stay that behind. So the Japanese people never appeared their mind. So
It turns out that they are aggressive people also.
yeah, yeah.
I also learned that.
Especially the Japan is 강요하다가 뭐였었나 Force, force to romance.
Yeah, yeah, it is. I heard that also. It's everywhere anyway. Oh,
Right, right. Especially young women
mm-hmm,
and older women,
mm-hmm.
they uh, they they don't want for themselves mind. I don't know.
For themselves, yeah, that they're like they're very different. I don't understand why, but they turns out very different. Especially the women are very fine, the very
Right,
fine women. You know,
right.
yeah, they always respect elders.
Elder, yeah,
All right. By the way, Miss Lee, our time is
yeah.
over
That's right.
now. Yes, it's
Yeah,
okay. No problem. I'm gonna. Tomorrow you
yeah.
don't have
I
class.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
So I will see you on Thursday. Okay. All right. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for your time tonight, and I will
Thank
see you again the
you.
next day.
Yeah.
Bye. Have a great
Bye.
night. Thank
You
you.
too. Have a good day.
Thank you so much.